Alright, what's happening, guys? So in this video, we're going to be talking about All You Need Is Kill. It has a novel, it has a manga, and it kind of has a movie. So yeah, we're gonna be talking about it. Let's get into it. So just like a little, there won't be any spoilers. Let me get that out of the way, except for some very minor ones. That like you just read the back of the book, and that's like the summary to get you hooked into it and want to read it. You know what I mean? So not really any spoilers. So All You Need Is Kill is a novel by Hiroshi Sakurazaka, and it focuses on the main character Keiji Kiriya, and he is a fighter in the United Defense Force. And basically the story is like there's like these aliens named mimics that like, I don't know, like 60 or 70 years ago they had just started attacking out of nowhere, and humanity took like a lot of losses, and the aliens have like destroyed and overrun a lot of like large parts of the world, but like the more developed countries have been able to like hold them back and like keep them at bay. But like other countries, like large parts of Africa, like maybe some like in the Middle East, or like small island nations, or like even some parts of Asia or in Europe, like it's been like destroyed. It's not inhabitable anymore because they like spew out this like toxic stuff that's harmful to humans and other life on Earth. And the reason, like, okay, so then humanity joined up together and made a United Defense Force, the UDF, to fight back against this alien threat, which they called the Mimics. So Keiji Kiriya is like I don't really know what rank he is, but he's pretty low on the chain in the UDF. And the whole reason that humanity is able to fight back against these aliens is because they have these special suits. They have these special suits called jackets, and it's kind of like armor. Think of, I don't really know what to think of, but yeah, it's like you're in like a little mini mech basically. It's just like a human-sized mech. It's like just like a shell of high-tech armor / weaponry that goes around your body. Really just think of like any generic sci-fi suit of armor weapon thing. You know what I mean? So yeah, humanity has developed something like that to fight against these mimics. And basically the story is that Keiji Kiriya goes into his first battle and he dies. But when he dies, he actually wakes up like 2 days before the battle. And so basically what the story of the novel is that every time he dies, he goes back in time. So he's like time looping. He's repeating the same days over and over and over and over. And he just keeps dying and dying and dying. But he keeps getting better and he keeps learning more. And so basically the story is about just him going through these time loops, trying to find a way to survive on the battlefield as he gets smarter, as he gets, stronger, not in like a physical sense because he can't gain muscle because he's just repeating days, but stronger in that he's like gaining combat proficiency, like he knows what to do. And then there's also probably the second main central character is Rita Vertosky, and she is like AKA the Full Metal Bitch. She's like the Valkyrie of the battlefield. She's in the U.S. Special Forces, and she's like the strongest jacket fighter that the world has, and she's deployed in the same battle that Keiji is. But she's another prominent character in the novel. So yeah, that's just like a main overview of the story. Humans fighting back against aliens and this guy stuck in a time loop trying to escape it. How has this story been adapted? Well, obviously the original version is the novel, and the novel was published in 2004 and it has around 200 pages. And I really like the novel. It has like a lot of detail. It really does a lot of good characterization. You really get to know the characters. But it can get a little convoluted and I don't know. it's just kind of hard to understand at certain points. So it's not totally like user friendly. You also get like a lot of backstory on like a lot of characters as well. So like, since it's a novel and not like a comic, or I don't know, but like, you know, novel versions of stuff usually have like way more detail. So it's just like something like that. There's also like a ton of curse words. They say like fuck a lot. But yeah. There's no pictures, like it's just all text. Something that I do like about the novel version that isn't really in any of the other versions though, is that you get like more background and story on the mimics. So you find out like what they are and like why they're here, where they're from, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't delve like a ton into it, but like it gives you enough to like, all right, I get it. I understand what they're about, you know what I mean? And that aspect of the mimics isn't really in any of the other adaptations. It's only in the novel, which is something that I really like as well. I just really liked the novel. It was really solid. It's only 200 pages. I wish it was a bit longer. And I do wish that some of the parts were a bit easier to understand. But it's not that bad, especially when you have some of the other mediums that you can see it from. And here is the novel right here. It has this is Keiji, and he's getting into his jacket. Here's the back, and then yeah, just obviously a bunch of text. But yeah, this is the novel of All You Need Is Kill. Okay, next is the manga. So I actually read the manga like 5 years ago, but so that's like how I knew about the All You Need Is Kill story, and that's why I wanted to check out the novel. But I mean, I wanted to go back and buy the manga because I had read it online, and I also wanted to just like refresh. So the manga, you know, it's just a manga adaptation of the story, and the art is by Takashi Obata, which is the same artist as Death Note, Bakuman, Platinum End. He has a lot of other manga as well, but those are like the big three that I know about from him. And he's a very, very good artist. So the art is like amazing. Like, this is the manga right here. Like, even just that, look at that. Like, that's crazy. And here's the back, which is really cool. And just like a little, like a little, I don't know, what's a good page to show you, but like this, like look at this, like this is his art. That's like really good. It's just super detailed and super like realistic, and I really like it. And it really just brings like the full glory and gore of All You Need Is Kill to the forefront. Like you just see it all. Like something about the novel is like you have to imagine it, which is cool, unless it's like something you don't understand or it's difficult. But like in the manga, you can like see it all. Like you don't have to really think about it too much, you know what I mean? And it also helps you visualize what's happening when you have like, well, if it goes from this frame to this frame, basically is what panels are, you can like fill in the frames in your mind, you know what I mean? So that's something that I like, is you can kind of like animate it in your head. Something about the manga though, it did cut out a bit of the story, like not a ton, not a lot at all. It's still very much the same story, but it just cut out some non-essential stuff, like the mimic background. But that also ultimately means it's more user-friendly, and it also more clearly explains things that I was very confused about in the well, not very confused, but I was just confused about in the novel. It makes it very clear and easy to understand in the manga, which is something I like, because it is going to be reaching a broader audience, as it is a manga. And it is faster paced from the novel, because the novel just have a lot of detail and a lot of internal monologues, which I like, but it's also nice to get the fast-paced aspect of that as well. The dialogue, like the spoken dialogue in the manga, is like basically ripped from the novel. It's like the same thing, so you're not really missing out on any of the story. It's just like a different adaptation, a different medium in which the story is being told. I very much love the manga. Here's one last look at it. Here's the manga compared to the novel. Yeah. As for which one I like better, I really love them both, but I'm probably going to have to give it to the manga, just because it is what I experienced first. And like I said, Takashi Obata's art is just so amazing, and I really just love it. But yeah, it's very close, but I'm definitely just going to have to give it to the manga. Based on personal preference, I really love manga, as you can see behind me. I don't know, like Naruto. Well, you can't see Naruto, but I have a ton of Naruto. It's actually, my bookshelf is double layered, so it's like just to fit more. So if like I take out this one piece, you can see there's Naruto behind there. And then this isn't my only bookshelf. I also have other places. But yeah, I love manga. It's just a medium that I like, so that ultimately resonated with me more. Okay, so while we're talking about adaptations of All You Need Is Kill, there was the novel. Excuse me. There was the novel. There was the manga, and there was actually a movie. Technically, there was a movie. It came out the same year as the manga, 2014, and it is called, you might know it, it's called Edge of Tomorrow, otherwise known as Live, Die, Repeat. So why does it have a different title, and what's this movie about? Like, why have I maybe heard of it? Well, it's a Hollywood movie. It's a movie made in the US. It's with Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise plays Kiria Keiji, except look, he's not Kiria Keiji, he's Bill Cage. Because the story of Edge of Tomorrow is like the same general idea of All You Need Is Kill, with this Cage guy getting caught in time loops. Rita Vertosky is also there. Obviously, Bill Cage is an American. He's not Japanese. So it's kind of been whitewashed, and it's been like made to be more of a U.S. centralized story, which is actually something that I don't like about it, is that you don't really get the feel of like the world coming together when it's really just the states, you know what I mean, that's involved in the movie. But yeah, it's still the same general idea of Cage and like the mimics. And then the story doesn't end at all the same way that the novel and the manga do. It's obviously been adapted for a movie, so it had to have an ending, because the ending to the manga and the novel, it's not really like a concrete like ending, like this is where we can stop our story. But the movie does do that, simply because it's a necessary thing for a movie, I guess. It does change a lot, but similar to the manga, it's very user-friendly in what it displays, and it's a pretty good adaptation. Like, if you watch Edge of Tomorrow, don't expect it to be All You Need Is Kill, because it's not. But like, it's really good at supporting All You Need Is Kill. Like, it does things really well. The visuals are really cool. You can see the mimics, even if the way they're described in the novel and how they look in the manga is different than how they look in the movies. The story isn't going to be the exact same, but it's the same general concept and idea. So yeah, it was a really cool movie, but something that I also didn't really like is that Rita's character, first of all, she looks different than how she should. Rita has red hair. The actress portraying her has just had like dirty blonde. She also looks older. Rita's supposed to be only canonically like 19. She also acts more like a dick. Like, she's aggressive and ruthless, whereas Rita in the novel and the manga is very much caring. And another thing that I didn't really like about Rita's character is that she's just not portrayed as all that strong. Like, they hype her up kind of in the movie, not nearly as much as they should, but like, it kind of makes more sense when you think about it, because the way they portray Rita in the movie is just, she's stronger. She's definitely way stronger than the average soldier, don't get me wrong, but she's not nearly on the level of what Rita Vertosky should be. And the way they actually display Cage in the movie, as he gets stronger, they actually portray him as like stronger than Rita, which is not the case at all. So that's something that I didn't really like. Although, like, seeing like in the movie when Cage did get stronger, that was really cool. Like, that's what Rita should have been doing, you know what I mean? It was just a pretty solid movie. It is pretty old, but like I said earlier, the visuals still hold up. Some characters are different, like the mechanic, Shasta, like Rita's personal mechanic Shasta isn't in the movie. It's like some old guy that doesn't really have any importance. Well, I guess he has a little bit, but not really. And like I said, the story, especially in the second half of the movie, is very, very different. It breaks away from the novel and the manga. But I mean, it's not bad. I do wish that they had sticked with Kiria Keiji instead of Bill Cage, and like they focused on like the UDF like world coming together aspect instead of just like whitewashing it. Let's bring it all to the United States type of thing. I did not really like that. I mean, there were overall a lot of things that I did like and a lot of things that I didn't like. But overall, I did like the movie. It's just, again, don't watch it expecting it to be a live action All You Need Is Kill, because that's not what it is. It's a good companion item as long as you understand that it's not the same thing. But I did like it a lot. I don't know actually if they gave credit to All You Need Is Kill and Hiroshi Sakurazaka at all. I hope they did. They probably did and I just missed it. But I mean, it's not like it says front and center when the movie's starting like, oh yeah, this is our adaptation of All You Need Is Kill, which I wish they had said. But I mean, good movie overall, but very different. So yeah, final thoughts. All You Need Is Kill. I really loved it. I love the story. It really, really hooks me. The triple medium for it, the novel, the manga, and the sort of movie. I really like them all. And I mean, they're all very accessible. The novel is really cool, but it's short. The manga is really cool. But again, it's a manga, so it's not like hard to read and it's not going to be that long. And a movie's a movie, and it has Tom Cruise. Who doesn't like? A lot of people like Tom Cruise. I was going to say who doesn't like Tom Cruise, but I'm sure there's a lot of people that don't like him. But I mean, he's a very famous actor. He's a very popular actor. He's a pretty good actor too. And you know, the adaptation was good. So yeah, overall, All You Need Is Kill is solid. I tried not to say too many spoilers, if at all, in this little video for you guys. Really, I just wanted to promote All You Need Is Kill. I think it's a fantastic story by a fantastic artist, and I don't really know how much like attention it has, how popular it is, like how well it's sold. But I mean, like, if this video can even sell like one more copy of like the movie or the book or the manga, preferably the book or the manga, because that I know for sure is going to the author. You know, I think that would be really great. And I really think that you guys would enjoy this story. Like, if, you know, a guy getting caught in a time loop and having to repeat these days over and over so he can escape, like, his ultimate goal is to eventually escape the battlefield and survive instead of dying day after day. I mean, I think you should check it out. It's really cool. But yeah, that's my spiel on All You Need Is Kill. I just wanted to talk about it. It's a really cool story from my childhood, I guess, because yeah, 5 years ago I read that thing. Wow, that's crazy. But yeah, I just recently read the novel, so that's why I wanted to you know, bring this to you guys, because I have like recent thoughts on it. But yeah, All You Need Is Kill. That's the video, guys. So like this video if you liked what I had to say. Please subscribe if you want to see my content in the future. And please don't forget, if you're interested, to drop in the comments what you thought I did well, what you thought I could have done better, and what kind of content you guys want to see. I'm interested to see what you guys want to say. Future videos, I have more video game stuff coming up. My next video is going to be a Trials of Mana impressions video. I played the demo recently. I recently started a playthrough of Dark Souls 3, so there might be gameplay videos coming up of that soon. I'm not quite sure. I haven't figured out the logistics of that yet, because I've never really done gameplay videos before, so I don't really know how I do them. But I mean, I'm interested to try. And that was weird in my throat. I gotta drink something. But I also just got Persona 5 Royal this like earlier today, so yeah, I'm excited to make content on that because I love the original Persona 5. So I really just want to see what Royal does and improves upon. Yeah, but that's what I have coming up in the future. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw, and I'll see you guys in the next one.